Hey friends, it's Jess. Today I'm going to share with you 6 reasons why I stepped away from EFT tapping. So if you're interested in that, stick with me here. So a lot of you have known me for a while for my online presence as an EFT coach and for making EFT tapping videos. In fact, if you're a subscriber to this channel, you're probably here for the EFT tapping videos, which is fair. But my last EFT tapping video hasn't been posted for 2 years. It's been 2 years since I made an EFT tapping video, and I've also stepped away from being an EFT tapping coach. And today I want to share with you 6 reasons why I stepped away from EFT tapping. So reason number 1 why I stepped away from EFT tapping, and I'm going to look at my notes here. The first one was I felt exhausted. Like I constantly had to keep tapping all the time. Like I constantly had to keep clearing blocks. And it was this pressure that I put on myself to keep clearing blocks, to keep clearing blocks, to keep clearing blocks. And it felt like very performative. Like I was trying to achieve some sort of outcome. And I love my teachers and my EFT coaching mentors, but the narrative in coaching was, we're going to go through every area of your life and we're going to clear all these blocks. So it kind of gave this sense of like always having something else to clear, always having something else to tap on. And that kind of felt exhausting in a way, like never feeling like I had done enough tapping, or like I always needed to do more tapping, or like I needed to be constantly tapping on something at any given moment in time, and going down the list, tapping on all areas of my life, like, you know, health, finances, career. And, you know, if I felt clear in one area, I needed to find another area to keep tapping on. So after a while, it really just, it got exhausting, and it felt like a chore in a way. And that leads us to reason number 2, why I stopped tapping. I realized that I was caught in like the healer's trap, this constant feeling of not enoughness, this constant feeling of like, I need to heal more, I need to fix more, I need to do more. And that all comes from a space of not feeling like you're enough, like not feeling like you're okay the way you are, basically. That you constantly need to be healing, you constantly need to be clearing, fixing. And the healer's trap is something that I see a lot of people caught up in. And it drives me crazy because, you know, in a way, if you get too caught up in it, it's like you're almost missing out on like some of the juice of life if you're constantly trying to heal or fix or like clear things from your life. And that leads us to number 3. I just wanted to like enjoy being human again. Like I wanted to enjoy like the human things. And I felt like tapping kind of like took me out of the space of being here on this earth, being connected with others, and like participating in life. Like I felt disconnected from that because I was always working on myself. I was always tapping. I was always healing. I was always clearing. And I really truly believe that we are sent here to this earth. We are on this earth to be here on this earth and not up in the clouds all of the time. And some people might find this a little bit controversial. And I'm going to tell you right now, like it's hard sometimes to be here on this earth. Like it is hard. Like there are challenges, and there are times when people just want to up and, you know, check out. And I think that it's important to know that that too is like part of, you know, our journey here on this earth. But we are meant to be here on this earth. We are meant to interact with others. We're meant to be in community. We're meant to be like enjoying the human experience, being outside, enjoying nature. And like, we're just meant to be here being human. And it's the way that we're meant to participate in life and not be up in the head all the time and not be out in the clouds like all of the time. I think sometimes that temporarily serves us because there are times in life that are really difficult, and like we need that as a self-protective mechanism. But like eventually you got to come back down and be a human, because that's actually where all of the real juice is. So number 3 also might be a little bit controversial, you know, but things have changed for me in the last 2 years or so. And I felt that God was calling me more toward him and more away from this, these ideas of like this new age spirituality where we can, you know, manifest on our own and like make what we want happen in the world and all of that too. Like, I believe our thoughts are powerful, but like we're co-creators with God. Like, it's not just all us. And I think like a lot of new age spirituality is like hyper self-focused. And I think that, you know, taking good care of yourself and paying attention to like you and your life is important. But, you know, there is also the relationship with our creator, and we are co-creating here on this planet together. So God was calling me to listen to him and to restore my faith. And I've also had a real draw towards exploring the faith and connection that my ancestors had with God, with Jesus, with spirituality. And I've actually found this really fulfilling. I've been exploring all kinds of different prayers and ways to feel like connected with God. And it feels so good to be able to like rest in his peace and not feel like I have to keep doing more, keep being more, keep trying more, keep healing more, keep pushing, keep striving. But like just knowing that our creator has a plan for our lives. And, you know, when you let go of trying to control every outcome of everything and just trust in that plan that God has for us, there's just so much peace in that. And I've really found that it's been like an anchor in the last couple of years for me to kind of rediscover that connection with God. And so, you know, I'm open to sharing this with you because I feel like this is where I'm at right now, and this is how things have changed for me, and this is like who I authentically am and what I believe in. All of us have like the opportunity to grow and evolve when circumstances change, when things change in our lives. And you know, I told somebody today that the purpose of our life is like to grow in love and wisdom. And I can't remember who said that. Like someone was talking about what the purpose of life is. And I just remember hearing that somewhere, and it really resonates so strongly with me that the purpose of life is just to grow in love and wisdom. So putting down that striving part of me, putting down that part of me that needed to perform or like please or do more or be more. Like that feels really good. That feels good. Knowing that I'm loved like exactly the way I am. I don't have to be pushing or doing the song and dance. Like there's so much freedom in that. I cannot tell you. There really is. And that is like my number one value these days is freedom. So I'll go on to the next point. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Point number 5 is, do I still tap? Yes. Okay. But I would do tapping as a way to like relax and prepare for the day. And I don't do like these super long clearing taps, but I do feel in my body that like tapping on these acupressure points, tapping on the meridians, it's just wonderful for the nervous system. But I'm not doing it to like achieve an outcome. I'm not doing it to try and get somewhere, if that makes sense. It's just a way to relax, maybe tap a little bit lightly before I sleep. Yeah, and my favorite thing to do is just like, 5 minutes of light music on and just tap through the points and just breathe. And that's like all I do these days when it comes to EFT tapping, honestly. And that does it for me. I think another point I have is like we always feel like a lot of people feel like they need some sort of rigid healing routine, like meditation, biohacking, EFT tapping, breath work, and they get on this train of modalities like it's their job. And I almost think that in a way, and this isn't the case for everybody, I mean, you'll know if it is for you or not, but like it can actually be more dysregulating to be on this train of rigid biohacking modalities, because you're actually pushing yourself constantly to heal or to clear or to heal or to clear. Like that actually, in a way, dysregulates your nervous system even more, because it's like a pushing energy, it's a striving energy, it's like a performing energy, it's like this pressure to achieve a goal, achieve an outcome, and that can be very dysregulating for some folks, Number 6, and then I'll wrap it up. So number 6, I'm going to read what I wrote in my notes. So life is going to bring us the lessons and the healing that we're looking for, and it's going to be through life situations, through people. It's going to be like when we're just out in everyday life, like living our lives in like the everyday, ordinary things that we do out in the world, right? And this is God taking care of us. This is God taking care of us. This is our path, our journey. And, whether we go seeking out healing, and trying to crush it like it's our job, even if we're not doing that, you're still going to be brought these situations throughout your life that will help you, grow and evolve as a human being. And I think that, when you go through a healing journey, it brings you more aware of when those situations are coming up in your life. And so I think that awareness is valuable, but I also think it's valuable to trust that God has got you, that you're on your path already in life. And I think that trusting in that has brought me more peace and more healing than any sort of like biohacking or any sort of like pushing and striving to heal. Yeah. And so I really wanted to share that with you. I'm really feeling the vibe lately to start making more videos. And so this is probably the first of many. And I, for the foreseeable future, will not be making any more EFT tapping videos that I will be posting online. So I just wanted to let you all know that. I'll leave up what I have already on my channel. But if you're interested in following my journey forward, I feel like I have a lot of things to share. Some of the topics I'm thinking about talking about are boundaries, people pleasing. Those are like big things, like codependency stuff. Anybody who's like trying to break free from the chains of that is like something that I really feel like passionate about. Anybody who's trying to be more sovereign in their life, anybody who's trying to be more free from societal programming, from everything that we're taught that we should do. And anyone who, you know, just wants to know how to be independent, sovereign, and free in yourself outside of what other people think, outside of societal expectations, outside of societal programming, because it takes some time and, you know, some time, awareness, and, you know, just going through life, experiencing things and growing to know how to create a life for yourself that you really want, like for you, not what other people want for you, not what society wants for you, but like what you want for you, what you want for you on this planet, and co-creating with God and what He wants for you, which is probably like even better than what we can imagine for ourselves. So if you're interested in that content, I invite you to please give it a like and subscribe, and I'm welcoming your feedback on this video, and I wish you all the best in your journey this week. Thanks for watching.